guys, and welcome to episode, I believe we're on 17 of the Simply the Best Road, where I trade to the best possible players. So today you're going to get a combination of two things. One, because I'm near enough done with the SBC, so you're not going to be seeing too many of them. And two, yeah, we just got some things. So the plan of action is to do a little bit of sniping. When I get market suspended, then go invest in a few players for, as my predicted path to Festival of Fair SBC. I think we're going to get at 6. And then do a little bit of sniping, just so I can alternate the two things between, like, you know, investing and sniping, so this episode isn't too boring to you. So this morning we were checking out the special cards, and I'm not gonna lie, it's absolutely insane. Every gold special card goes over 17k. Like right now we're on 17,250, and you'll see that this is when they're starting to get flooded. But I go down here to 17k, and there is nothing, you know, no gold special cards, which means I'm gonna try and, I guess, hopefully I can get them for, hopefully I can get them for about, I kind of want to get them for a little bit cheaper, like 15 would be great. And of course, if you win that sort of card right now, you're making about 1.3k, because they should near enough instantly will be selling for 17k, which is insane. So, probably start the episode with a little bit of sniping, and then going on to investing, and then sniping, investing, and so on and so on. Bear in mind, I've also sold all my cards, because I just want to go full out on this Festival of Foot investing. The thing actually I will say is I'm not going to invest in any Path of Glory today, because I'm not going to invest in any Path of Glories for today's matches, because we have the second match today, which I think is the Russia versus Croatia game. I mean, there's no Path of Glories from either teams. And the first game, which is the Belgium versus Brazil game. Now, the Belgium's got the likes of Thorgan Hazard, who I don't think is a great investment because he doesn't seem to play. And Brazil has got, of course, Willian, Firmino, Marquinhos, and Gabriel Jesus. Well, I hate Gabriel Jesus because there's about 117k loss potentially on his cards. Willian would not be a bad investment in my opinion, but the problem with these investments is because I want to invest in this predicted for myself Path of Glory SC. I think we're going to get at 5 PM as our flash SBC. There's only 15 minutes between when the game ends and that SBC, and 15 minutes after the game is when, like, panic selling could occur. You know, let's say he doesn't perform, or even worse, Brazil get knocked out and they go down loads. So yeah, so the plan of action is not to go over any Path of Glories and literally just do a little bit of informed trading and invest in 82s to 84s for the Festival of SBC. So we've been doing a little bit of investing, and I'm not gonna lie, the investing for this whole Festival of Foot card SBC is looking ever so promising, because this has been released, and EA tweeted out classic rest of the world heroes, and then of course 3 American countries, you know, so South American and American. So we are expecting to get a South American and North American heroes, as well as a Festival of Foot SBC. Maybe it might be that the Festival of Foot SBC comes at 6 today rather than 5, but nonetheless, it's not looking too shabby. So I'd say what we've been doing is we've been doing a little bit of investing. We're looking at what are the best value for money investments to go for. Now we've got a bunch of stuff that's sold on, brilliant. And so far we've gone with a bunch of Sules and Delafos and Arnautovic's. Now Arnautovic and Delafos are great because they're like double and then some. For a 1.4k investment, they actually went up to 4k last time, so one of the best value for money investments. And then Sule was another good one because he's 3.7 and he doubled. The only problem is, of course, if they go for the central formation, well then the likes of Delafos and so on can't really be using the SBC. So we'll be picking them up. I think I'll go for maybe a few Forsbergs and such, and a few others. But what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to go back onto sniping. I don't want to alternate between sniping and investing, because otherwise it'd just be a big old episode of me investing, and maybe not as interesting. So of course, as we showed you earlier, special cards are going for the likes of 17k. So we're going to be sitting right here, going for the whole compare price, backing out sort of thing, and see if we can get any deals. And of course, I'll update the deals. If you guys missed yesterday's episode, by the way, we did actually get 18 special cards snipes, including a what was it, a Depay and a Charisma, which were pretty decent. So there we go, starting the day off right here, got ourselves a Gabby, and managed to get him for 18k. So I'll probably get him up for right now for 1750, because we don't really like 100% need the coins right now. And yeah, it's not too bad of an investment, I think, or a snipe. I think after tax that probably brings me back about 1.5k, which isn't too shabby. But yeah, so I'll show you guys the next deal we managed to get. So we've actually just picked up a silver. I don't normally snipe these, but we've actually gone about 4.5k cheaper than the next. I will take that any day. So just gonna list them up here for 1450. And yeah, I literally never. This is actually the first silver I've sniped on this road to glory, and I've been sniping in forms for ages. And yeah, not too bad right there. And actually, in the end of the day, it's only 3k, and it's probably like a 2k profit, but nonetheless, I'll take it. And I think I've just listed him for cheap. Yeah, fuck a dolphin. I've just listed him for about for 1k cheaper than I'm meant to be. For God's sake. Alright, whatever. Nice. First miss list of the Ready series. Onto the next one. Also, I don't condone bestiality. I know what I just said, but I don't condone it. It was a figure of speech. Right, onto the next snipe. Very swiftly onto the next. So we're just gonna got ourselves a Cancelo Gonzalez. We're not gonna send it for any more than 17k. Just gonna work out what 17k actually works out for these. So tax wise, it's 500 plus 350, 850 tax wise. We make 1.150k, so 1,150 coins per card. We manage to snipe for 15 and sell for 17. So not bad, It's obviously you can get a lot more if you get some better players, or you can get less if you I guess buy more expensive players. But yeah, on to the next next snipe. So we're on to investing. I'm finally on market suspended, which is brilliant because it means I don't have to do the Bronson method. And what I'm actually using right now is a little thing I found out this year, which was how you can basically buy unlimited items. I actually came across this by complete fluke. I believe I was the person who found it, but who knows? Who knows who found it? But basically what there is there's a way in FIFA where you can buy an unlimited amount of items. Because at the moment I've got about 90 cards on my transfer list, and obviously if I was to buy anything, I couldn't really do anything about it. So there's a method called the unassigned method where you can basically, say, buy an unlimited amount of items. So what we're doing right now, guys, is buying Delafeu's. Delafeu's is great because last SBC this guy went all the way up to 4k. Well, if I get for 1.4k right there, that's like, what, tripling my coins on him. So obviously it would take us up to 1.2 mil, but nothing's really ever been that promising with these SBCs. So what I'm going to do right now is you can only buy 30 cards at a time. I'm going to buy the cards, and then I'm going to go press compare price, and I'm going to go add one of these cards that I've previously bought to my transfer list. Now, because I've already bought that card, there's the same card I've literally just bought. The game glitches and doesn't know what to do, so it just sends you back to the main menu. Now your cards are in your foot center right here to your claimed items. So I actually have 46 cards right there in my unassigned. You can do this with an unlimited amount of cards. So as I'm chilling with Delafeu's right now, because Delafeu is one of my investments for the Festival of Foot SBC, which I believe we're going to get. I do have about an hour and a half before I'm going to go off and watch the game for it. So I'm going to try and put my coins into the cheap players, because the cheap players I can flip multiple times. Whereas let's say maybe someone such as Sule may only go up like 3.5k, but for the same sort of investment I may be able to make, I don't know, like 6k on Delafeu. So I say we're just going to go put that 400k into loads and loads of different cards, and it should be all. So we've just finished doing a little bit of investing, and I'll give you guys a little rounds of what I've been buying. I don't think I can visually show you, I just have to tell you. So we've been buying Delafeu's for up to 1.4k. We've been buying Arnautovic's for up to 1.3k. And the reason they are very good is, and I guess I'll show you this in time right here. We head over to the Premier League right now, and if I show you the left mids, the distribution is not bad, but it's not amazing. Let me go rare golds as well. Version gold rares. So I'll show you why these two players go up, is because if you look at everyone around them, they're quite expensive. So these are 1.4 and 1.3. Now, if you go any lower, you're buying Morales, which is lower rated but more expensive, so there's no point going him. And if you want anyone that's higher rated than Arnautovic and Delafeu, you're paying at least another 1.5k more, which shows if you need a high rated player from the if you need a relatively high rate, or almost like a filler just to get chemistry from the Prem, you're going to be going with the likes of Delafeu and Arnautovic, which depends if it's a wing sort of formation or a mid sort of formation, depends which one goes up more. We then have the likes of Zach or Garay. Now Garay is not too amazing because of the SBC, but more amazing because, now this is a prediction, is because we have the America's International Heroes, which is obviously North America and South America, and the, I guess, guys who played in previous World Cups but didn't make this World Cup are kind of heroes. And Garay makes it into one of them. Garay's actually amazing. I've been trying to get him for 1.6, but as soon as I saw buying him, my chat started buying him. Guy's non-rare, high rated, which means he's an extremely rare card on FIFA at the moment, because not only are non-rares rarer than rares, which is a weird thing to say, but especially high-rated non-rares are packs even less than, let's say, lower-rated non-rares. So he should become a very expensive card if he makes this team, because, as I say, he will probably be using SBCs and so on. We then, following on the, actually, yeah, I guess we'll follow on the theme of this one. We have Zabaleta. Now, Zabaleta I've been buying for 1.2k and under. And the reason we've been buying Zabaleta is because he's the highest-rated Argentinian right back. And as a result, he always gets used for like SBCs where you need, let's say, maybe loads of nations but one, loads of leagues but one nation, or you just need like high-rated Argentinian right backs. As I show you what, as I say, I show you what his competition is. I understand I'm speaking a little bit fast, I do apologise. You got these two guys; they're both in the Argentinian league as well, so nothing too mad with that. So I've been buying him for 1.2k. We then head over to the last guy who is part of the prediction, and that is Romeo. Now the reason Romeo, or you know, I'm sure Man United fans are going to be triggered. Your goalkeeper. The reason he is good, because if I head over to the Man United squad, there is no squad which he is in. Or there's no squad which he is not in. That is like one of the cheapest way of doing it. You know, you see Romero pop up left, right, and centre. Come on, I'll test fate. See if there's. Yep, he's popping up left, right, and centre. He's near enough needed to do, and you can get him for like a 500 coin investment. So he's also a very, very solid investment right there. Romeo. Finally, with this, I'm actually going with the likes of Piszczek. Now, the reason Piszczek is very good, and I guess I'll show you. You know, first I'll show you that he did peak last time. Now, the peaks on FUTFIN is not actually the price he went to, because what you can understand is the SBC only came out between 6 and 12. Now, that is 1/4 of a day. 6 hours, you know, is 1/4 of 24. Which is how many hours in a day. Therefore, what it does is it averages the you got like the 3 quarters where he might be 1.6 all day, and then the last quarter where he might go up to 3.5k. And therefore, as a result, it says he's 1.9, even though he's you know, even though he's a fair bit more than that, because you know he's you know been out. It's an average of a day, and only 1/4 of the day he was needed. Another reason Piszczek is quite good, because let's say because you need 75 chemistry for these teams. You need a right back. Now, you either go Kimmich, who sometimes goes up to like 5 to 7k, which means you're going to be using Piszczek, because that Kimmich is not in packs, that Koke is not in packs. So if you need an 86 red team, you're honestly not using any other right backs rather than Kimmich and Piszczek. And let's say Kimmich already goes up to 6k, which he does, you know, maybe even 6 or 7k. Well, then you're using Piszczek, who then also rises up to likes of 3k. And you know, I see him kind of a little bit better of an investment as Kimmich, as he can actually go to around about 4k as well, which ends up being a little bit, I guess, better value for money than Kimmich. So those are my investments. I'm actually market suspended now, because when you do this unassigned method, which I've been referring to, basically when you buy too many cards, EA thinks you're an auto buyer as such, and as a result, it sets you on a little ban. I mean, it's only a light ban. You can actually get long bans of buying players, because that's I think I'm a robot, so I can't actually buy them. Probably be market suspended from buying cards for another like 10-20 minutes, and then I'll crack the last 227k, probably on maybe Piszczek's maybe more expensive deals, because I don't, you know, I'm sure I'll get market suspended pretty fast, and I want to be able to spend the whole 230k I've left. So next thing we'll do is probably maybe show you guys me investing, or wrap up me investing, or just before the SBC comes up. So we have about 20 seconds now until 20 seconds until we should be hopefully getting our Flash SBC. Now, we think it might be a Festival of Foot one, or they might release wait till 6 for that, because then they'll release the players. So far, quick show, there you go, the players they've released. But, here we go. What are they going to give us as a Flash SBC today, then? We get the Flash SBC of a... Okay, so they're going to wait till 6 o'clock. They're going to wait till 6 o'clock, probably, to release the Festival of Foot SBC, because, of course, they're not releasing with this. So, what do we get? We get an Electrum Players pack. This pack is actually awful. This is a terrible pack. Basically, this is 1 rare... 6 silvers and 6 golds. It's an absolutely awful pack. Thank God I can do it like silvers, but yeah, this pack is absolutely awful. So by the looks of things, it's gonna be another hour until we actually do some serious investing, because as I said, we didn't get the SBC we thought. Out of interest, has EA decided to tweet about the team that will be coming in now? No, we just got as I said, we just know that these players are in it because they've been tweeted out by content creators. So should probably see you guys in an hour. And there we shall expect a hopefully a Festival of Foot SBC. So it is 1 hour later from when I last spoke to you guys, and we've got about 50 seconds to go. Now there's gonna be 2 things I'm gonna be looking for. One, if they drop the SBC straight away, and the second thing is gonna be looking at what EA release as the South American team of the tournament, because even if EA do not drop the SBC, when they drop the South American team, like heroes as such, it means those players won't be in packs for a full week. Therefore, what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to buy them. Since, for instance, Garay, I'll buy him. He gets using miscellaneous SBCs throughout the week. Could see bigger SBC. I say bigger SBCs. He's got an Electrum pack, which is absolutely woeful. But we have got 10 seconds to go, so we shall see what is going to go down. As well, we've just seen what the Brazil, Belgium lineups are, which is interesting. There we go. 3, 2, and 1. Now, are we going to get an SBC? Disappointed if we don't manage to get ourselves an SBC. And we do manage to get the SBC, so there we go. That's brilliant. So, and the requirement is the same, but with lower chemistry. That's disappointing. Now, it's a good formation. And now let's go see what EA has as the Festival of Foot, because I do kind of want to see what that is, because it's lower chemistry. That kind of kills me a little bit. And the team is... Garay. So Garay did make it, Bravo made it, Torre made it, Adibo made it, Tevez made it, a few interesting ones, but I'm just going to go on Garay's. Because Garai's high-rated non-rare means there's like a massive lack of him on the game. As a result, he's a good investment. So let's go pick ourselves up Ezekiel Garay. 2.2k right here. Take up the special, of course. And let's go hand buying Garai's. Because I fully rate him. You know, he's a high-rated non-rare. Means there's a massive lack of him on the game. And as a result, when he gets used in SBCs, there's not going to be too much to resupply. So we did expect him to be in it. I've probably already put another 100k on Garai's already. There we go. So just going to go along and buy as many Garai's. Of course, because I'm streaming this, I'm going to have a lot of people in my chat trying to buy him. Because obviously right now, what you're hearing right now, people in my chat hearing. And I'm basically hyping him up pretty well. So, yeah, so his card is already going up. Now I'm going to have another little gander. So we've got Dempsey, Danny Alves. There's not really too many other big cards. We'll probably go 2-5 for a Garay as well. I'm hungry for this card. I rate this card quite a lot. There's a lot here for 2-3, which is interesting. Let's go try and pick him up then. Just because I do rate him. High rated, non-rare, not going to be in packs for, I believe, a week. So I'm more happy to pick loads of him up. I think I'll go anything up to 2-5 and then we'll call it a day. So let's go see what comes up. What else we managed to get? We also managed to get Zabaleta right there. I fully rate Zabaleta as an investment, so I'll go pick him up as my secondary card. Do we see Romeo? No, we don't see Romeo. But yeah, Zabaleta is going to be my secondary card I pick up. Maybe even looking at that Luisano. Although I don't really think it's going to be too amazing. So that's Garay done and sorted. Now let's go pick up the likes of Zabaleta. Again, we actually predicted Zabaleta. Probably already have a little bit of a few K in him already. 1.2k. That's quite a lot in there. 1k. Let's see what they're looking like then. Oh, loads of Zabaletas. Brilliant. As I say, this is going to be my secondary investment. Now, he's not good for the current big SBC we have, but nonetheless, he's still pretty good for other miscellaneous SBCs, you know. I think he's West Ham's only right back. He's Argentina's only gold right back who's not from the Argentinian league. Therefore, good if people are doing the advanced SBCs to try and spam accounts as such. So I'll probably go put like another 40k on him, and then what we'll do is we'll probably proceed. As I say, it's kind of. Oh, we actually have a Gyan right there. I'm probably going to be looking at some Gyans because I know he gets used for his league SBC or his relative nation SBC. You've got Bradley right there as well. Some interesting cards. 1-2 should be loads in the market for 1-2. There we go. There's no pressure whatsoever. As I say, just looking at a few of the cards right now, seeing who I fancy the likes of. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting tournament. It's probably, interesting team. Probably not quite as good as the Prem one. On the other hand, there's a 70 pace Garay, which is quite funny. I know, absolutely hilarious. Can't contain myself. You know, a lot. I'm not lying. With this one, it's a lot of the South Americans who got a bit slow. You know, Eddie Bayor right there, 87 pace, very nice. But let's go see and pick ourselves up some Gyans right now. G-A-Y-A-N. G-Y-A-N. So I say he's really good for his relative. He's really good for his relative SBC. So the SBC in this league. And for a 400 coin investment, I fully rate him. No Romario's, which kind of sucks. I did put a little bit on Romario, but it's not the end of the world. So I imagine he's really good for both the Ghana SBC in the Nations SBC, and I know he's practically, well, he's needed for his Cran Score SBC. So, you know, that's one reason why I see this card could go up to 2k. But there we go. We just go absolutely ham on this guy because such a cheap investment, and I honestly think he can flip a few coins on him. It seems like a weird one, you know, if you didn't fully understand the League SBCs, you probably wouldn't get this one, but, because I mean, I've even done this SBC in the last 2 months, you know, I know that this team just has, a lack of strikers, because you're using silvers as such. So there we go, let's keep picking them up then. I'll go up to 700 coins, I don't think that's too unreasonable for the use of him. So if I go back to something now, it'll probably be Zabaleta. I'm probably not going to go anything for the Flash SBC, because, well, we'll just see what happens with that one. The Sules as such. There we go. Let's go remove all that right there then. And as I say, we'll just pick up as many as I can all the way up to 700 coins. And we should be all good. So as I say, it's really good that they dropped the SBC as well, because of course I was maybe a little bit worried about not being the players not being needed for the SBC. So that guy's sold on now. Let's go start picking up our Zabaletas. 1.2k. And there you go, it's absolutely loads of the market for 1-2. I've kind of messed up right here, but I'll have to quickly resell this network. And then I'll get underway with seeing what players have gone up and hopefully make a lot of coins. But yeah, so we predicted a lot of we predicted a lot of these players already, or used some predictions. I mean, Zabaleta was a prediction we already had, Dempsey was one I thought, Howard, Tevez, Sanchez, Bravo. I didn't actually think Bravo, and I'd tell you what, I know, it's Edison from Man City. I was going to say Bravo might be a good investment. And in fact, I'll actually go over a little gander right now and see if Bravo is a good investment. Because, of course, he could be used for both the South America one and be used for the Man City one. So let's have a little look at him for that right now. So we've got Nations, and we're going to go over to Americas. It's a cheap team, so now he's not going to be being used in it. So, and again, I'm not quite sure if he's going to be using the other one. So, blah, blah, blah. These are going to be in packs to the 13th, which means they're in packs for a whole week, which means the normal cards aren't in packs for a whole week. So let's go ham on the Zaballetas again. I do believe in this guy. As Bob Ross would say, I believe. So many on the market. So, in fact, that's obviously this is where the rest of my coins are going to end up going. Just because he's going to be such an easy guy to win, you know. It's ever so surprising I'm not going to get out purchased by my stream. And as I say, just putting the rest of my coins in him. And if for 1-1, no, just all for 1-2. It's pages upon pages. As I say, I'm going to have to be very patient with this one going up right now. But I fully believe in him. Hopefully, should be a good investment. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put the rest of my money on Zaballetas, and then I'll come back to you guys, and I guess I'll look at what players have gone up for the SBCs as such. So this is going to wrap up episode 16. So the plan of action, or what I'm going to do, I guess, between this episode and the next one, is going to be selling all the Delafos and Arnautovic's on. Now, the reason I'm selling these on is because, sadly, this SC was actually the first one that's been different now. It's not much that's different, but it actually has a relatively big effect, and I'll tell you guys how it has a big effect. This is the Flash SBC, ignore me. So, and this is the Festival of Foot. So basically, what this is rather than having a 75 chemistry, it has 60 chemistry. Now, as a result of this, it means that players who are only used to achieve chemistry didn't go up because they're not being used. So, example, some might have to use like a left mid, left back, right mid, because they need these sort of positions so they can obtain the chemistry. Well, as there's only 60 chemistry, they could get away maybe putting like a goalkeeper in left back, a goalkeeper in right back, and so on and so on. So, as a result, these players are a lot less demanded and very hard to fit into cheap SBCs. Therefore, as a result, I'm going to be selling my Delafos and Arnautovic, not much more of a game. I would actually be able to show you quickly, I guess, some of the prices which some of the investments did go to. So we got the likes of Sule right now for we've gone for around about 3.7k, I believe, for each one. So we're making about a K on them. Not quite sure if I'm going to sell them, but I may do. We got our Garides for under 2.5k, so 2.9. Zaballetas for 1.2. I don't believe they're doing anything at the moment. No, they're not at the moment. We also have a few Kimmiches for 3.2k. Haven't checked them out whatsoever. Yeah, again, due to the low chemistry, didn't go up anywhere near as much as I wanted them to. Got a few Laportes for 3k. I believe he's up quite nicely. He's up to 5.1k. So yeah, nowhere near as good as I wanted them to be. So what I'll do, as I say, guys, the next episode we'll have a lot more coins. I'm probably going to invest in, because I imagine we're going to get repeatable SBC for tomorrow's like Flash SBC. So sell all of them today, look what's good to reinvest, and then should be happy days. So thank you very much again for watching episode 16. Don't know if it's been too good today, because I imagine we've just had a little bit of informal sniping and then just me talking about investing and so on. So thanks for watching the episode. See you guys tomorrow with a brand new episode. I'm not quite sure if you're getting daily investments. I don't think you will be today because it's quite late for me already and I haven't edited this yet. So once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.